through our area, and there you go, a live look at Long Beach. And why we're focusing on the thunderstorm warning right now for Inland Empire is that is what passed through Long Beach just about an hour ago, and this is the result. A lot of rain came out of it. You may think, oh, we're just seeing some light rain now. It could get very heavy depending if one of those cells passes over your neighborhood, and that's exactly what happened, because if you look at this, you think, well, it's only a couple of blocks. That's odd. And the reason for that is it could have been that one of those cells, it could be small enough to just hit a couple of blocks and affect it that much. And many cars totaled probably in this neighborhood. We have standing water up to the windows in a lot of these vehicles. People are wading through the water. And I just got a Facebook message from somebody who's watching saying, you know what? Not only Emmett and Lily, you've been saying how dirty this water is. You could catch something from it. Who knows what's floating around in it. But if power lines were to come down or something electrical were to happen and people are wading through the water, you know, you just got to keep your eye on that. So,
well, the power line might also be down already.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
You don't know. Yeah, because the winds were quite heavy as well. The winds came whipping through there. But we had this system that had a rotation in the atmosphere, and when we see that and when weather spotters see that, that means a tornado is probably imminent. Not for Long Beach anymore. It has now passed through, but for southern Orange County and now into northern San Diego County is where we've got our eye on.
Also, Jessica, we want to let viewers know that the tornado warning also affected not only cars, as you see here, but also the trains. And Metrolink trains, they actually had to stop for a little while, but they have now just been cleared to resume operating in Orange County. However, they are at reduced speeds. We also want to let everyone know that the agency is reporting that one train on the Inland Empire Orange County line, that's been delayed right around 65 minutes. That's because it was being held at the Riverside station due to the tornado warning. Now, they do believe it has passed through there, so those Metrolink trains have resumed in Orange County, but as we said, there are going to be delays, so watch out for those. But obviously, traveling on the trains would be a much safer bet than traveling in your car, at least through these areas. Obviously, people not being able to move in this part of Long Beach right now. These pictures you're seeing right now, Bennett Street, 10th Street, Roswell, and Belmont, all underwater.
And officials obviously will tell you at any point in this game, it's better to satisfy your curiosity by watching the KTLA at home. Leave our TV on rather than going down and trying to get inside this water. And once again, even as it drains very slowly through the storm drains, which have been clogged, as it drains very slowly, realize that the water becomes more concentrated. So whatever was floating in that water before is now thicker and sludgier, and all the trash that's floating on the top has had a chance to sit in the sun, because the rain has now moved out. Now you got the sun and the heat working on it, and it's just not something that you want in your system whatsoever. You touch it in some part of your clothing, and then your hands go to your skin or to your eyes, and you can really get something that you had no idea about. You can see the areas that Jessica was talking about here in Leela as well, the 4-block area, the 10th Street, which, as we've seen from Alex Calder, was expanded to maybe your 5 or 6 block area. You pull out a little bit, and you realize it's much bigger than that. And Jessica agreeing with you that these cells are concentrated and they move through, but realize as well that some of these areas are low-lying areas, so all the water that had been falling for maybe 20 blocks gets drained into these areas, and the storm drains are expected to take this stuff out, and then they can't. And the storm drains that may be blocked may not even be underneath what we're looking at now. It may be in another part of the city or a number of blocks away from this, but the water is so backed up underneath there that it really can't make it out.
Now, the tornado warning for Southeast Orange County and Northwest San Diego County, that just did expire just 1 minute ago. Now, of course, the National Weather Service can decide to extend it once again. But, Jessica, from what we know at this point, the tornado
I'm at home alone.